I'm here to talk to you now about what my thoughts and beliefs are on death after taking the course, The Human Meaning of Death. I've definitely learned so much more about the process of death, but I never perceived it that way before. I knew that somebody dies and they're embalmed and they get buried. I kind of neglected to think about the fact that there's a grieving process that we all go through, and it's different for each one of us, dependent on how close we were to the individual who has passed away, or dependent upon our beliefs and the thoughts that we have grown up with, our culture, our ideas. We learned about the different stages there are of grieving, and I found that very interesting to know that you don't necessarily have to follow in that order or every single one of them. We are all that unique in how we understand and relate to death. I've also noticed that with our society we hide death and we think of it as a taboo subject. We don't want to talk about it unless somebody's gone, and now it's something that I think it's a process. That's what I've seen about with other cultures that we've learned about, and how they embrace death when it happens and how they deal with it. It's not something that we have to fear. It's another life event. It's the same as getting married is a life event, maybe a different sort, but it's still an event that we will go through in our life. We know from birth we will come to the point of death, whether it's an accident, illness, just old age, we're coming to that point. I think our society is coming more to embrace it and allow people to go through whatever sort of, if it's a ritual or a religious event type of things that they want to do before dying. I also really appreciated discussing about euthanasia. I found it fascinating to see people talking about their reasons that they want to experience willful euthanasia. They wanted to die, and how difficult that can be depending where you live. Some places they can decide when they're 12. Would that fly in North America? I kind of don't think so. I don't feel myself that that's necessarily appropriate, but we can't rule the whole world, can we? I found the experience of doing our interview with someone over the age of 80 extremely fascinating. I learned about where my interviewee was born in another continent and her trip to Canada. I learned about how she had lost relatives while living in Canada and was unable to attend any of the memorial services in Africa. She was able to attend a service in England for her son, or not her son, her brother, when he passed away, and she was able to meet his family. She said it was inspiring to her to meet the family because they were so unified, but at the same time, she didn't find the memorial services overly helpful. She fell back to her religion, and what her beliefs was to carry her through. And that is what she is using to carry her through as she continues aging in life. She says her back hurts, she's only got one eye, and she's coming to the end, but she did point out that when she hears the music play, she's ready to dance. I hope that I can have that same attitude when I am approaching the end of my life, to just say, I did a job well done, and I'm ready to dance.